Of course, you think you know what lies beneath the surface.
Heck no, I don't, Fonda Mama. And anyone who says they do is insane. Pretty, though. It is pretty. Ooh, match cut to Ruby. I think I just became a super fan of the Linda Lindas. Let me just check. Yes, I did, yeah. Yep, super fan. And just for those of you who are like, meh, pop song, that's fine, but also the compression in the movie has tricked you, and it's a straight up rock song by 4 super talented girls. Yes, girls from 13 to 19. Punk is alive. So, going below sea level could just be about reducing risk. If there's heavy rain, it'll be the first place to flood, but I kinda like to think it's also about magic, cause maybe it's less about getting salt water on you and more about your altitudinal location? Also, never talk to buoys is the chef's kiss of puns. Just say it out loud to yourself. That's Puss in Boots. Such a bunch of wholesome comments, just a bunch of chill people chilling.
Ow! Hey, stop! You each landed one.
Huh. I like that. I think that's good parenting. I'll report back.
You're still reading this trash? Humans don't know everything about the ocean?
Apparently they don't know anything, but who am I to say? It's all Greek to me, or Latin.
She blue. I'm from Canada.
Eh?
Oh, that totally makes sense.
No notes. Have you seen a non-blue Canadian recently? Haven't you seen my buddy Renee Ritchie? But I like that people are still weirded out by her. And I know, the movie is almost like if you took Taylor Swift's line from Antihero, I feel like everybody is a sexy baby and I'm a monster on the hill, and made it into a full-length movie. Huh, what's that seagull doing? I like him. So it's a no skateboarding sign, but the fish is above the slash, so it's like they know that the fish are gonna do their thing? Oceanside High School, which was likely just a port of some kind at first, used as shipping containers as its high school. Well played. And the school buses are ferries.
Enough with the fondue. We eat a lot of cheese.
Liza Koshy is chewing up the pier with her delivery, but there is no such thing as too much fondue.
The Oceanside Festival of the Bard.
My grandmother's beach birthday party.
Kayla's beach birthday party.
Someone might question why the Gillmans even live so close to the ocean, but they cover that later.
Then why would you live next to it?
We need it to stay moist.
Ew, moist.
You guys should go without me. It's one thing for my mom to ruin my life. She doesn't have to ruin yours.
Wow, that's some true selfless friendship right there. There are a lot of reasons I like being old and not in high school, but missing the bananas promposal wave is up there near the top. I hiked Julia to the top of a mountain we like with a picnic in my backpack and told her to look at a rock behind her and then got down on one knee. Dudzo, got her real good. I would still be single if I needed some kind of presentation level arts and crafts creation just for prom. Man, the needle drops in this piece are crushing it every time, and I really love that Connor is a bit of a goof himself.
We are on like polygons.
All right, team mad.
Aw, and he swims to her. Her dreams know what she really wants.
Connor's here.
Yeah, Connor's here.
Heck yeah, Connor, you and I are gonna be friends.
Anything for my algebra?
You're what now?
Algebro? Like, you're my brother. You're my math brother.
You know, I think I like the first one better.
Flirting.
Give me that confetti cannon.
Yes.
Another awesome match cut, but with an entirely different facial expression.
And besides, prom is a post-colonial patriarchal
Patriarchal
construct.
Exactly.
It could be fun to go with the right person, though.
See, this is what people don't understand about folks who say stuff like this. Acknowledging the problematic history of things doesn't mean that what they've evolved into aren't fun and mostly fine. It doesn't make them hypocrites, it makes them honest, especially as high school students when their power to effect any real change is effectively zero. For a movie that takes place in the water, they're doing a great job of making me terrified of the water. It definitely helps that once she's under, it's one take, so we're always tumbling around with Ruby. And yeah, the needle drops are top tier, but the score isn't slouching none either. It's fun and synthy, pretty much the gateway to my heart. Ah, there's my buddy, he's back.
Stunning but approachable on my first day of school.
Wow, they really created Annie Murphy in digital form. Like, it's uncanny. Alexis's voice and body movements have always made me feel like she'd be climbing on statues, and now it's real. What's he doing up there on the car?
I mean, it'll be so nice to have family nearby. You're very lucky.
Toni Collette is always a win. I know, we did Knives Out and she should have been, but the lady delivers every time. The way her glowy bits are illuminating the room in different ways. Makes me question anytime we thought a creature was trying to be scary and maybe they were just trying to hide. Aw, the balloons made a heart with the word prom in it and now they're floating away.
Son of an anglerfish! It's probably just a traffic cone.
Hey, worse things have happened with car accidents when Toni Collette was around. As a certified Linda Linda superfan, just wanted to remind you that this is also them and they're still amazing.
I'm a monster.
See, and she's on a hill. It lines up. And look, I get that Antihero is about Taylor's fame more than her personal feelings of being an outsider like Ruby deals with, except that Ruby also messes up her friends' plans because she deals with things they can't understand, like that she's ocean royalty, so it works. Dang, she's like real big, huh? It's funny because Brill is clearly huge too. He barely fits in the car, but yeah, Ruby is next level when shown next to her mom. Is that Cetacean Motors? Because the whale tail? Subaru whale? Or do you think they go by Whale Auto or just Whale? Huh, no one doesn't. It's supposed to be like Jaguar, you know, just whale. Yeah, we'll go back to it.
At least.
The Kraken!
I like the Clash of the Titans exist in their universe.
Dad, this isn't a good thing. Sam, I'm going to strangle you with my tentacles.
Reporting back, both kids have black eyes and everyone is mad at me. Apparently one for each wasn't quite enough. Okay, that's a joke, but I did seriously say that tonight to Jude, while acknowledging I was quoting the movie we had just watched, and he said, "One?" And then Margot chased him down the hall with a Minecraft pickaxe and a duck with wheels on a string. Is that my seagull bud? I think it is.
I can't keep waiting for answers.
Gosh, the lights are gorgeous in the fog as they're literally leading Ruby to the ocean. Hugging, it's a treacherous hug, but still hugging.
Oh, a stick snack!
So that's what those are called now. Thanks, Sam. Again, the water is terrifying, and again, the shift in the score to the synthy, dreamy, like almost slightly dampened piece. Also the darkness of the water with her glowing, vibrant colors.
Clarence J. Wifferton! I'm so glad you made it!
Aww, still nah though, too big. And even the songs written for the movie by Mimi Webb that sound like needle drops are dope. What a soundtrack. There's something very fun about Krakens living in giant underwater brightly lit mansions, just not what you picture when you think about the thing that Jack Sparrow tried to take on.
Don't worry, I go to therapy now.
Good for you, Grandmama. Maybe up it to thrice a week though?
Cookies! I made someone make them myself.
Jane Fonda is one of those actors that you definitely know her name, but naming more than one thing you know her from is nearly impossible. Barbarella, you pretend to have seen it, but you haven't. Legit, my mother-in-law loves Grace and Frankie, that's all I got, but still that line is so believable coming from her, you know what I mean?
I think I am having a panic attack!
What a supportive crowd. Whenever I announce my panic attacks, people just try to comfort me. Jerks. What a good and tricky little Loch Nessie.
The Leviathan. Umibozo.
Ah, yes, Leviathan and Umibozu. Perfect West versus East representation. Look, I'm not saying a giant dragon-looking sea serpent wouldn't be terrifying. Of course it would. But I'm also not gonna have nightmares thinking about it later when I'm on dry land. The sea priest? Yeah, good luck. Also, obviously, Jason Momoa over there.
Mermaids are selfish, vain narcissists with mediocre hair.
Ooh, that's some salt, cause what are you talking about? And speaking of things lacking in my life, why aren't there super detailed neon art installations of my history? You know I love a good reflection shot. Look at Ruby in the glass.
I like math and Connor, you know, teen stuff.
Having to stand up for herself with the powerful looming mural of her grandmama behind her.
A Kraken always answers the call.
That's what you said about Agatha.
And she was right, it just took a little bit of time. Okay, if you've been watching long enough, you know I have a little tiny fear of the ocean and specifically whales because they're too big. But petting one? Consider me healed. Ah, see, that's why you don't talk to boys. You like boys.
I'm a mother flippin' mermaid.
Correct introduction.
Oh, we should get going. Or like die. Your call.
I don't know how, when, or where, but I'm using that IRL someday.
I still can't believe you're
A 10 with a fin. A fish come true.
Yes, yes to the puns.
But if you're gonna be salty about it, then bye-bye.
Salty, she keeps them coming.
Ruby, is that salt water on your breath?
I'm sorry, with what nose are you smelling that? I don't want to know.
It destroyed the YA zombie romance section.
Not warm bodies and no other piece of media?
A lot of you have been asking about my beard regimen.
I'll be honest, I was wondering. It is in fact a beautiful beard. Davey popping into both frames. Double Davey, I haven't been giving Davey enough love. He's really a great sidekick. Steers the boat, keeps Gordon's expectations in check. He's a real good bestie.
Don't you think you could aim a little bit higher than normal teenager?
Right from the get-go, Chelsea is weaseling her way into Ruby's head to get what she wants. But she also has these moments where she seems to truly empathize with Ruby, which makes sense. She's alone, mermaids are in hiding, and even though Ruby is a giant Kraken and the tool she's going to use to get her revenge, Ruby isn't her enemy. Agatha and Grandmama are. Just a great way of humanizing and developing Chelsea as a character.
The last evening of joy before entering the drudgery of adulthood.
You're forgetting graduation parties, but yeah, pretty close. Wait, no, college is just kidhood with more freedom. Enjoy it.
Can't believe your mom hid all of this from you.
That's an awesome shot. Can't tell what's space and what's ocean, and everything is just stunning.
I was alone. No one could see the real me.
Which is doubly true since she's not human or Nerissa's daughter.
Once we have the trident, we can show that there doesn't have to be a war anymore.
Just like Ruby's pitch about prom, Chelsea is using her own style against her. And it's tricky because Ruby probably doesn't even see it as a pitch, but it very much is.
Ha! Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Uncle Brill. I'm already inside.
Sam Richardson is a national treasure, and no one alive can deliver that line that expertly.
Allegedly.
I mean, that's not cool, but Davy's got his boys back.
One where she wants to do something we don't want to do.
I've been searching.
The match cuts are truly off the chain in this movie. The eye bulge to meet the spear, and then the eye twitch, spear to the brain will do that.
Pew, 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 pew.
Classic Laura Dern pews, but really just a good reminder that though she be big Kraken, she teen. And now, a learning about your new Kraken powers while being manipulated by your school's it girl to the sweet beats from Fits in the Tantrums montage is the fastest way to get an epic snooze on your alarm. And laser eyes. Fits in the Tantrums is one of those bands that I think, yeah, they're fine. And then anytime they come on, I think, this is fantastic. Why don't I listen to Fits in the Tantrums more? That's a compliment? That's a compliment. Love a Snorri cam shot. And to see that Agatha, of course, cares about this stuff. She just feels she has to prioritize her kid's safety.
Freak from the Deep shows up and I'm supposed to learn math? You're a Kraken hiding as a human.
And a little visual representation of how Ruby is feeling right now, split between two worlds and how much impact words can have on us.
Davey, cue music!
Wow, I can't believe I never thought to put on Ride Like the Wind to accompany whatever epic thing I was doing. Well played, Davey.
Oh, please don't kill me, Kraken monster!
No one begs for their life like Will Forte.
I'm so proud of you. This is everything you worked for all these years.
Supportive partners. Ah, my little buddy got a stick snack. So accurate. Doesn't matter what insanity we see during the turn, as long as the prestige wows us, we love it.
You are forbidden from going in the ocean again. Now go home and calm down!
Classic parenting. Yelling at someone to calm down is like the gold standard. I'm joking, but oh my goodness, is it real? And obviously it doesn't work, but dysregulated adults do be stupid sometimes. Good way to lose the back of your house.
And here I thought I knew how to make an entrance.
It's true. Now that's an entrance.
Nerissa never had a daughter.
Ruby.
I enjoy that we get the inside scoop before Ruby. There have been hints here and there. The biggest one was when Chelsea disappeared right before meeting Agatha, since Agatha would most likely recognize her.
15 years of waiting to get revenge on your mother. What?
So you're probably screaming at the screen right now, smush her, she's monologuing, just close your fist and don't give her the trident. And I'm with you, but also this betrayal wasn't anywhere on Ruby's mind. And it's easy as an outsider to say, quick, turn on the new friend you made who gets you in a way that others can't. But Ruby is a teenager who just got tricked by an adult. It actually feels pretty authentic.
And you're just a dumb teenager.
See, she gets it.
You just got played, dum-dum.
Something about Blackpink playing over this betrayal makes it even more offensive. I think this animation style is something you're either going to like or not like, and that's fine, but the lighting is astonishing, as it usually is with DreamWorks. The warm yellow tones on the boat as if everything is lit by candlelight, and then as Moon Man fades out, the warmth also subsides as we move towards the dark water, shifting the whole tone of the scene.
Hey, that house was in escrow.
Priorities.
Please don't kill me, Kraken monster!
Honestly, thank you, Arthur. We've seen where MacGruber's begging goes next, and it's just not the time or place. I also really love that Gordon just needed/wanted friends. He dropped his Kraken obsession in a heartbeat because he spent time with Arthur and Brill. He was just lonely, so now he's down for some mermaid hunting. They all look awesome standing out of the water, but Nerissa's waterfall and mist hair really takes the kelp, and now I know for sure Grandmama has a sodium problem. Ain't nothing mediocre here.
Your mom chose her own path. She chose you.
Simple words and simple message, but sometimes that's all it takes to hear the thing you want to believe from someone else's lips.
If this is our end, then we'll face it unafraid.
Courage. Also, Bliss would really like my True Detective video from a few weeks ago. Again, if I gotta save a catamaran from capsizing, I wouldn't mind doing it to the Yeah-Yeah-Yeahs, because the Yeah-Yeah-Yeahs are always a win.
Trust me, I'm a mathlete.
Corniest line ever, which is why it's kind of great that the psycho mermaid just about skewers her right after. No! Teamwork. Mother, daughter, grandmama teamwork.
We got us a little mermaid, Davy.
Phrasing. And she's got the red hair, and it's like a mirror universe where Sebastian is a backstabber?
I've waited 15 years for this.
You haven't hugged your son in 15 years? I mean, tight callback and also hugging, but yike. Such a pretty dress. Margie immediately said she wanted. Wait, is that like part of Ruby's skin? Let's not dig too deep on that one.
Wait, Connor, are these quadratic derivative graphs?
I wish I had known that whipping out my TI-83 was an avenue to get dates, because let's just say I programmed my own game with a little arrow falling down a moving hallway. Very similar to Flappy Bird, just way, way, way worse. Solid questions from the comments. I didn't know Rita Ora covered Fatboy Slim's Praise You featuring Fatboy Slim, and this is as good a way as any to find out. Ha! Because she's a fish monster. Also love that she can finally let loose in front of everybody. Like, her limbs and stuff. They're loose.
Ooh, let's get cracking.
More puns. Arthur, you're cracking me up. Okay, last needle drop I'll mention, since it's the last one. I'm just here for Freya Ridings writing beautiful songs for this movie. Hey, my seagull buddies here. So there are some similarities with turning red, obviously. The puberty metaphor is less on the nose, and it works a little more broadly for Ruby dealing with general teenage stuff. The biggest difference that I really enjoy is that Agatha isn't insufferable. She's overprotective, but she's not actively ruining her kid's social life. There's also the Little Mermaid inversion going on with the Ursula-type Kraken being the good guy and the mermaid being the evil one. There's even a little Luca in there too, but Ruby Gillman is also very much her own character and movie. There's nothing new under the sun, right? One of the biggest things that sets it apart is the animation style. Everything has the same feel and texture to it, even the interiors of the homes. Everything belongs. I've already talked enough about the gorgeous lighting and the many needle drops, but both features make Ruby stand out from other animated kids' movies. I can admit that sometimes a piece of score may have fit better, but it's barely a speed bump, more of a tiny pothole, a pebble even, to the enjoyment of the movie. And there are a few messages and themes all going on at once. You've got teamwork makes the dream work, you've got generational trauma accidentally passed down, where sometimes parents need to make their kids smaller so they can feel bigger, and even more importantly, kids feeling like they need to shrink themselves to fit in.
My mom was right. I should have just gone home like she said, gone back to hiding, and stayed small.
Which is the biggest and most classic message: love yourself, flaws and all. Weirdness and all, because there's no one else like you, and that's pretty dope. My kids love it, and while it may not be a perfectly crafted kids movie that adults will also love every second of, it's still a really fun time with some inventive ideas. There's plenty of room to come back to this world, and the voice cast absolutely deserves that because they all killed it. So anyway, sorry that last week's teaser was a fake out. I got my release dates all mixed up and a Monarch video just wasn't gonna come together in time. It's something I might come back to if there's interest, but we have some other shows slated for this year. Next week, back to this glory.
Limb up, everyone.
Let's all have a very human day.